Hey, welcome. My name is Cynthia. I just finished doing a live, so if you're interested, go check that out in the lives tab. It was a really super interesting reading talking about spiritual spouses and Bhuta, which are in many traditions in Southeast Asia, ghosts of the crossed over loved ones or malevolent ghosts. They can be kind of deva type spirits as well, associated with the jinn, but really interesting stuff, things that I'm learning about, right? So I don't claim to be an expert on any of those topics, but it was a great live reading, and I like to do live readings. So if you caught it, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And now I just wanted to go ahead and do a collective layout message for us here, since I'm all set up. So I'm just going to kind of go for it, pull some cards, and I wanted to kind of cleanse the energy. And this might be going out at this point, but I'll get some more smoke going here because it's already been burning for a while now. But I'll maybe get some myrrh burning for us. And a little bit of copal on there. Thank you for being here. And thank you for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. It's something that I'm loving doing. So the more it grows, the more satisfying. It feels really good. What's going to be important for the collective to know at this time? What are some important collective messages to come out? The last reading turned out to be a love reading, a twin flame reading specifically, or just like a super deep soul bond. So if that's kind of what you like, go check out the latest live reading in the live tab, because there might be messages in there for you. What's going to be important for this collective to know? What's going to be important for the collective to know? Give these a quick cleanse here. I hope if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, I hope you are enjoying the spring. It was a really lovely spring day here today where I live. What's going to be important to know? Gosh, okay. It could be another love reading, the Lovers and the Cornerstone, but we'll see. It's not always about love. But this is looking like it. So love is in the air, and that's what they say about spring, right? Love. Wow, okay, so we've got the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, Justice, and the Star. So this is really exciting news for you lovers in the collective. Really, really beautiful energy, and we could all use some. The world is in frickin' chaos, right? So we could all use some really good messaging like this, okay? Do you believe in life after love? That song just came through out of nowhere. So thank you, Cher. That's about a heartbreak, but still it's like a triumph about love, self-love maybe, right? God damn, okay, this is like the second message about love. This is just important for this collective to hear, so I'm not going to fight it, but it's really similar. It's a really similar theme. So the foundation, though, is what's important here, because there are some conflicts that you're facing as a couple. But the foundation is what's up, okay? It's love in the Cornerstone. It feels like a fated relationship. The facts position is the Star. So it's really important to keep letting yourselves be guided by something greater as you move towards one another in this relationship. because justice is here, justice is coming. It's justice that the two of you be coming together in this union. And it strikes me as karmic justice, okay? But what's been happening is that there have been people watching with evil eye, watching this relationship and even working against it from a kind of a malevolent place, okay? You are suspecting that, and this is confirmation of that. They've been working to kind of bring it to a standstill, but what's important to see here in this Two of Swords, the stopping point, is that they can't stop it. Here's the star, right? The star is here. It's not going to be stopped. And the people who are possibly even watching this reading, who are watching it with evil eye, need to understand that. You're not stopping the relationship. In fact, what's happening, and this is a message directly to karmic people, it's just channeling, it's coming through and I'm going to deliver it. The things that you're doing to delay this relationship from coming together, whether you want to call it a twin flame or even just a regular relationship, okay, because this happens in everyday love affair relationships that are just affairs of the heart, whether they're soulmates or not, just people falling in love. People that are trying to stop it, whoever you are, it's not working. You're not going to stop it. And in fact, the things that you are doing to slow it down are making these people stronger. They're making this couple stronger. They're making this couple wiser. Everything you're doing, you're not seeing this, and you need to hear it. Everything you're doing to prevent this is making the couple stronger and digging yourselves into a bad place that you don't want to be, okay? It just is what it is. The couple in this equation understands that they're being observed and that there are people working against it from toxic or evil eye energy, and that can be a broken heart, right? I'm not trying to dismiss the fact that part of the reason people are working against it might be because they're hurt, but let's just be real, it's also envy and jealousy, okay? It's not just a broken heart. Broken-hearted people in a healthy place know when to surrender to the reality that's greater than them and move on and heal. I've personally had to do it many times, right? Even though I didn't want the person to leave or I didn't want the relationship to end, I recognized, well, I'm not going to can't force this person to love me. I'm not going to try to force them to stay. And if I truly love them, I want them to be happy ultimately, even if it's not with me. So I'll go and nurse my wounds and heal and learn from it. Your efforts to stop this relationship, it's really embodied in this card. Your efforts to stop the relationship are not working. And in fact, they're making this couple stronger because the couple in the equation here is learning from the obstacles that you're throwing in, okay? Like, I'm picturing a rat in a maze. You might think that you're being this, I'm this wicked high priestess or warlock that's working against these fools, okay? It's really dramatic, but that's what I'm picking up on. And you're perceiving them as like these rats that you're controlling in this rat maze or rats in cages. Well, guess what? Rats are really smart. And the more complex the maze you create for them, they're going to figure out the maze and they're going to get smarter and smarter and smarter to get to the prize. And that's what's coming through here. I'm not calling this couple a rat, but I don't find rats bad. I like rats, okay? I mean, do I want to come up against one in a dark alley? No. But, you know, rats are smart. They're very affectionate. They're very discerning, wise little creatures. So you think you're being all badass and trickster. What you're not seeing and what your major blind spot is that you're making this couple stronger, okay? You're not getting your goal. So that's for whoever needs to hear it. The vulnerability for the couple is that you're having someone in the equation in the couple itself feels like they're needing to protect themselves against this, right? And stand their ground. They're tired though, and they're wondering if they're able to even. The very heart of this is the Knight of Cups. So someone in the relationship is about to come forward and make a gesture. And you people who are not okay with that are not going to be able to stop it, okay? It's just is what it is. Things have moved to calmer water in the relationship itself. So again, what I'm picking up, this is channeled, is that The work that's been done against the relationship has been to make you as a couple not trust one another, and to make you feel like the other party in the couple doesn't want good things for you, or isn't a good partner, or it's sowing mistrust. It's like workings. This could be like telephone, like somebody telling you a lie about your divine counterpart, right? Like, he's really a player. He really could never settle down. He's just going to cheat. He's just going to go, and it's like, that's actually not true, but it may have worked for a while. It's stuff like that. It's sowing seeds of doubt about each other in order to keep this couple or relationship from coming together. And again, what's really being emphasized here is that it's not going to work. You can't stop what's sort of heaven sent or divinely ordained, right? And I don't mean to be grandiose, but I believe in destined type of things, and that we choose our path before we come here. And two people that have chosen each other before they come here, they're just not going to be stopped, okay? It's not to your benefit to be doing this work anymore, because it's just making them stronger. This reading is not going to be for everyone. If you don't like twin flame readings, this is not the reading for you, okay? If you're on a twin flame journey, this is all going to resonate and be clear as fuck. Okay, so what's important to know is that things are moving to calmer waters between this couple. They're not feeling adversarial towards each other because of these workings that were done anymore. It's not working. In fact, they've gotten smarter, and they've realized, like, oh man, not only do these people not love me and not want what's best for me, they've actually been working against me, and I'm cutting them out of my life, and they're not going to get it. It's like these people have just both figured it out, and they're on the same path now, and they see through it. Both parties see through these efforts. For a long time, it was one person that saw through it, and they may have started feeling like, giving up hope. What's coming here, though, is justice for this couple. The Page of Swords, the people that are spying on this with evil eye, because it's in the shadow aspect, the people that are spying on this and trying to prevent it through, like, unhealed feminine energy, like dark high priestess type energy, like dark magic, black magic, or else just narcissist, right? Like, if it's not magic, it's that kind of shit can be very fucking conniving and destructive. But again, it's not working, and it's not going to work, and you're just making the parties in the equation that you're trying to work against stronger and smarter, and they're going to come against you better and harder, right? Okay, so do you want to keep putting yourself in that position? If you want, go for it. You're going to be the one that's bruised in the end, though, because this is not working. It's just not working. That's what this is saying loud and clear. What else do you need to understand? Because you clearly want to be in this reading, so here you are. You want to be witnessed, here you are. You're the Page of Swords, and you're the High Priestess that's watching this and trying to prevent it. What are some more messages for you, right? What else do you need to know? Person that's spying, what else do you want to know about this? What are some direct messages to you since you're lurking this reading? What are some direct messages to you? You have fallen into your own trap, the Eight of Swords. What are your direct messages? You're falling into your own trap. You have created a trap that you are now trapped within. That is sad as fuck. Yeah, your gestures, your little kind of communications that have been in the reverse, that have been like meant to sow seeds of doubt and trap these people away, like with you or whatever you were designing for them, it's not working. There's a new beginning that you cannot stop. There is a new beginning that you cannot stop. It's the Fool card. You are not bigger than destiny. You are not bigger than God's plan, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe you were a part of the destiny in making these people stronger, but that's it. Okay, that's your direct message. People that want to lurk these readings, that are working against them, that are acting as like toxic. I don't know. Toxic is, I even feel weird saying those kinds of words, because part of me doesn't believe in that. Like, but it is. It had a toxic influence on this couple. Let's really give you your messages. 10 of Wands. Are you tired yet? It's not working. You've burdened yourself with a bunch of shit that you don't need. This is direct messages to you, since you want to be so all up in the business of this couple, okay? Three of Wands, yeah, you've been working together, maybe more than one person, okay? Maybe three, but what you're not seeing is that this is moving forward, whether you want it to or not. Nine of Swords, so go ahead and fucking worry about it at this point, because you should be worried. If you're going to keep trying to prevent it, you should be worried, because you're making this couple stronger and wiser, and it's going to come back to hurt you. It just is what it is. Straight up. Like, what else? What else? What else? What else? I don't even know that I need to pull any more cards here, but I'm going to. From the Oracle. The Horror Oracle. What else do people watching this reading need to know? Either the evil eye haters that are watching it and think that they're smart and think that their shit is working, or the couple, either one. What are the messages that need to come out for this collective? Because this collective catching this reading strikes me as both. The couples and the people that are operating against them. What are the messages that need to come out here? Combination, Earth, experience. So the first one, combination, is the fly, right? And he doesn't want to let his partner go, even though he's sick and dying and becoming something really beyond what she wants. He traps her in the machine to try to make them merge in a really toxic way, okay? That's a clear as fuck message. Is that who you want to be? Do you want to be the fly here? That's who you want to be? I mean, I know in my case, people were sending me that kind of death energy of flies and Buto magic and like Ku magic and stuff like that, like things to create swarms of insects attacking my home, right? This is why the fly came out. I think not because of my situation, but you might relate. Like, that's who you want to be. You want to be the fly in the equation that forces someone to merge with you and be with you in an extremely unhealthy way that they don't want. That's what you want, okay? Like, I'm just going to say it because it's coming out. Normally, I would never indulge this kind of discussion, but it came out in the layout. So I'm going to go for it. In our closest relationships, we can sometimes take on each other's habits and quirks, even start to resemble each other without realizing it. This can be for better or for worse. Some take comfort in feeling inseparable in the ultimate union. Others find it a little creepy. We help each other be human, okay? So this coming together, there's a message in there for the couple as well. This coming together can be a positive thing if done in a healthy way. You can help each other be more human, right? But this other obsessive way, like the fly had, that was extremely toxic, right? Earth. And then I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to focus on that. But that needed to come out. It just did. So why fight it at some point? Why not just let it happen? Staying connected to where we come from can offer feelings of safety and comfort when we wander. A tangible element we can carry with us can be nourishing and bring with it a centered sense of self as we strike out into unfamiliar environments. Keeping home close to the heart insulates us from hostile energies, especially when we are subject to being cast in a harsh light. Remember where you came from. So stay grounded, right? And experience. Hellraiser, we have such sights to show you. In an all or nothing culture that feeds on extremes, in which everything is the absolute best or the abject worst, it might be tempting to go many steps beyond. Can any mere mortal's taste match the appetites of the explorer hell-bent on pushing limits yet unknown to most? Is it really worth it? Okay, so has it really been worth it? Is it really worth it to keep going and trying to prevent this from happening? Or is it time to let go and move on, right? Or is, you know, whatever. These were messages for everybody involved, so take it as it resonates for you. I'll pull a couple more of these and then that'll be it. Final messages. Blessing. Yeah, blessing with the Star, Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers. That's what's coming in for this union and this couple, right? It's a blessing. And you're never alone. So for people who may decide, I'm going to give up, I'm going to let go, I'm not going to try to fight this anymore, you're never alone. You can get on your own healing journey and you don't have to let this kind of thing happen again in your own life. You can recognize that you went beyond what maybe was healthy, and you can ask yourself those questions. Why? Is it from my wounded inner child or what? And recognize that you're never alone and you can move on, right? This couple is okay. They're going to be okay, right? It just is what it is. Awareness. Yep. Having the awareness about what drove you to do to this kind of length, maybe it'll help, right? Okay, so that's it. Thank you much, and I will see you next time. Thank you for being here.